Welcome back, guys. Hello, and welcome to Theme Park Wizard TV episode 6. Lots of topics today to talk about. Very busy week. And if you're wondering why it's on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday, it's because tomorrow I have there's lots of stuff going on. But Universal to film the Walking Dead or do Universal updates, but also the last to ride walk through the Walking Dead is today, so I want to see how quickly Universal dismantles it. So I'll be there tomorrow to check up on that. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway official POV will be coming out tomorrow as well. So I figured two potential videos tomorrow, or with all that stuff going on, um, gotta move the live stream to today, since there was nothing on the schedule for today. Quick recap of we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna talk about Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway opening tomorrow. The Walking Dead, of course. Some cool article from Orlando Parks talk about the Super Nintendo technology for the wristbands for the playing the games and all the interactive elements. Talking about Peacock Live, which is the D23 Expo style event that Universal is doing. They're having their Parks and Resorts panel on March 28th, and then a review of Magic Happens. So, um, before I start, I encourage everyone to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps out. Well, thank you to the 4 viewers that are joining. Definitely go like this video. And also, as I commented, any type of theme park questions you want to know, you can gladly interrupt me and type them below, and Uh, I'll stop talking and answer your question. Or any cool theme park experiences you want to know as well, or that you had, and that you had. But until then, let's keep on talking. And again, share this video, like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, so as you know, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway opens tomorrow, but that's not the only thing that's opening tomorrow at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Mickey Shorts Theater is opening tomorrow as well, and that's gonna have a whole bunch of Mickey shorts playing in the theater districts. It's replacing the Path of the Jedi theater, um, which is good because all the Star Wars stuff should be again contained in the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge show. So Mickey Shorts Theater um should is opening tomorrow, debuting with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Um, the theater district is not really next to Mickey's and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but I think it's a good replacement. But from the quick snippets of the ride, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway looks fantastic. I love the 2.5D. I love the trackless technology. I like that even though it's trackless technology, they painted the railroad tracks on the ground. So as if like you're still on the train, and then all of a sudden Goofy goes in a different direction, then your car split up and come back together. So, have a full rundown of each scene of the video, thanks again to Alicia Stella from Orlando Park Stop, and a previous video a couple weeks ago. I'm super excited to see the POV, and I'm super excited for it to come to Disneyland in 2022, and I'll be checking the progress every couple of weeks to see if it's halted or continuing to rise here at the Disneyland Resort. Um, it looks pretty in active construction last weekend on the one, so hopefully that continues. But it looks super exciting. But definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments below of what you think of making Minnie's Runaway Away, and especially if you're an East Coast or Disney World AP, will you be going to the opening day tomorrow or in the coming days? Will you be going to go ride the attraction? Does it interest you, or are you like, I can pass? Will you not? Will it be like, I'm not making a special trip to go on it. You'll just see it when you go on next time, or will you be going now? Now, if you go, let's say you haven't been to Galaxy's Edge yet, so good time to get everything done. Get on Rise of the Resistance with the boarding group, and then you go ahead and get on Mickey's and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and also go to the Mickey Shorts and see Mickey Shorts Theater and see some Mickey Shorts. So all 3 attractions done, all 3 newest attractions at Disney World done in just a day, which is awesome. It's good for Hollywood Studios, which I still think is super short on attractions. The fact that they're getting more attractions, and again, the next thing Disney World or Hollywood Studios should get is an expansion, not renovation of any ride, because I think they still only have about 6 or 7 attractions. So if they get, I believe, again, they have so much parking, open parking lot and backstage space that there's no reason for them to replace old rides, especially since the park is relatively new, as in 1989. It's not like so the Magic Kingdom, which is 1971, or even Disneyland Park, original one, 1955, which still both of those parks still have some of their original attractions. So I think they have plenty of expansion space, and besides the park, they can easily build a parking garage if they need to. But they have so much space in Florida that um, they should not be they should not be whatchamacallit, renovating rides, but they should rather be expanding rides. The next ride I can see them renovating, though, would be Rock and Roller Coaster, only because if the contract with Aerosmith, uh, like, ends and they have to replace it, they can't use Aerosmith anymore, so that'd be, again, the perfect opportunity to retheme it to something else. But besides that, that would be, I'd say, definitely expansions. Um 'Cause it's such a small park, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below as well. Do you want, renovations? Is there a ride at Hollywood Studios that you would like to see just go? Or would you want them just all the 6 or 7 rides to stay, and you get expansions in the parking lot? Um, Curious to hear your thoughts because there's a rumored Pixar overlay coming, Pixar Pier style overlay coming to Hollywood Studios. Again, rumor, not confirmed, but I'm, again, just curious, would you want on Pixar Land? I guess you have Toy Story Land, that's Pixar, but, um, I'm curious, what you guys think about that situation, so please comment your thoughts below. Moving on to the next topic, we're jumping over to the West Coast here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Today is the last day to ride walk through The Walking Dead. But don't worry, it's coming back this year as a Halloween Horror Nights maze. I'll get back to Halloween Horror Nights in just a second, because Universal emailed me a survey about different Halloween Horror Nights ticket types. They're very interesting. So I'll get back to that in a second. But The Walking Dead is closing. Rumor was, the Universal Monster Maze is coming, but again, since it's just not very it's so kid friendly up there with Singular Pets and um, Kung Fu Panda and all that good stuff. I don't think another horror maze, walkthrough maze in that location would work. If you want to do it, I say move it to the lower lot potentially, as I've said many times. But well, there's no confirmation of what's replacing it, or the Universal Monster rumor hasn't even ramped up. Again, that was just like a few months ago. But as I ask every week, what would you guys like to see replace The Walking Dead? Doesn't have to be a ride or a walkthrough. It could be a restaurant or an elaborate meet and greet with Illumination's characters or a character dining. Universal Hollywood's first character dining establishment could be there with Illumination characters like some minion, um, eat some breakfast or lunch with and dinner with minions or something. That would be pretty cool. Um, but I'm very curious to see what you guys think of that. And I would say a nice family dark ride again. It doesn't have to be the size of Sea Life for Pets, but it could be just even smaller dark ride. Because Sea Life for Pets apparently has a height requirement. I saw about, I think, 36 inches or 32 inches. So maybe a smaller dark ride with just no height requirement where a whole family can go in along, almost like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Obviously, again, not that big, but the Runaway Railway has no height requirement, so Universal can benefit from a no height requirement attraction as well for the entire family, for whether you're in a stroller or whether you're 110 years old. You can get on it and you'll have just the same great experience as anybody else. And I don't know how big the space is, but I feel like a nice, just a almost like an Alice in Wonderland or a Snow White type of size dark ride. That's just a small, they pack a heavy punch with all those scenes they have. So that Universal could use something like that, in my opinion. But again, feel free to share, comment your thoughts below on what you want to be in that replacing The Walking Dead. Now back to the Hornets again. Walking Dead is the first confirmed Hornets maze, and I think, like I said before, it benefits that because Walking Dead, in my opinion, was scarier as a Hornets maze than the walkthrough attraction. So I think that it might go back to its full glory this year in September when Hornets debuts, and it can be actually scary again. So I think that'd be great for the attraction. But brings up the question: what other Hornets mazes, which other franchises would you like to see in a Hornets maze? And back to that survey, in that survey, they said they'll have at least 8 mazes. So last year they had 10, the most ever. But this year they said at least 8, so they could have 10 or even more. But be a minimum of 8 Hornets mazes this year. And so comment below what IPs you want to see or original concepts potentially you would like to see Universal do for the Halloween Hornets this year, or any concepts from Orlando that you'd like to see brought over. Um, because always in for new ideas. Universal does come up with some creative stuff. I loved the Pandora's Box one last year. Some people did not like it. Quite a number of people did not like it, but I thought it was fantastic. It was my favorite. My favorite maze of the entire event last year. So I want some more originality and IPs, and make sure both is fantastic. Um, I'm excited to see what they announce. But Universal emailed me a few ticket types, actually several ticket types, and they allowed me to be um, like an Imagineer of sorts, but with ticket prices. They're like, "We're gonna give you 12 scenarios. They give me 12 scenarios, and some of you probably got this email as well. Um, asking about a survey. This is what the survey is asking, a Halloween Hornet survey, and they're saying, especially if you attended Halloween Hornets last year, give you about 12 ticket types. Some are fairly cheap, fairly expensive, but one of them was like 49.99. I think it was any Thursday. They give you like any Thursday a ticket type, a theoretical ticket type of any Thursday in like October, and it was 49.99 and allows you to bring one guest in for free. Hmm, I thought that was a really good idea, and I hope some of these ticket types proceed. Others have 50% off parking. Others had 12 p.m. like after 12 p.m. ticket. Then they started to combine some of the concepts, meaning that I think one's like for $89 on like on a Friday, you get after 12 p.m. ticket, or you get to enter Universal after 12 p.m. and also bring a guest in for free, or also get 50% off parking. Um, and it's awesome to see they're thinking and experimenting with new potential ticket types. Again, these are all hypothetical, theoretical ticket types, but if hopefully, I'm hoping at least some of the 12 make it into um, like fruition. They make it into the ticket, actual ticket types for this coming Halloween Hornets, because I think those are super creative ideas. Um, I definitely spent $50. That's already lower than most Halloween Hornets tickets in them themselves, and bring a if I can bring a guest in for free. I think one of them, a little bit outrageous though, was 129.99, and it was just bring a guest in for free, but they had the same ticket type for 49 and bring a guest in for free. So if something like $69, like a regular Horror Nights ticket, Horror Nights ticket, you can and then bring a guest in for free. I think that'll be a big hit with fans coming this year. So Universal prompts you for the new ticket types, and hopefully, yeah, some of them advance past that hypothetical stage into like a real life stage. So comment below what you guys think. If you can comment below if you got that survey, and also comment below if you got the new ticket types. Um, if you got the email about Halloween Hornets about the new ticket types, because that would be um, they're very very creative. Again, there are some again after 12 p.m. tickets, and then also after 12 p.m. ticket, and then 50% off. There's and then parking, and they combine the three is pretty cool. And then there's like a multi-night pass for the whole month. It's pretty cool. So let me know if you got that email, and let me know which ticket type you thought was the best or coolest option. In the comments below. If you're new, just been joining this video, please subscribe to the channel if you like theme park content. I have some videos near daily videos um of a whole bunch of theme parks, especially in Southern California. Also, please like this video; it really helps out the channel. Moving on to the next topic. Again, this is I'll put the article here in the comments, but we're gonna talk about this is from Orlando Park Stop, and they did an email, or at least Alicia Stella did an article about the Mario Kart or the Mario Super Nintendo World wristband technology. And I'm gonna read it to you right now. So last month Universal Parks revealed a new wearable tech that will allow us to interact with and play with in Super Nintendo World. They'll be called power bands and will allow guests to punch question blocks to redeem coins, play mini games throughout the land, and even team up in boss battles, which all sounds amazing. And they go on to claim that Universal filed several patents in recent years for interactive game systems and tracking devices seem to explain how the power bands and the games themselves will work when the new land opens in Japan in just a few short months. And they're gonna dive into the patents, and it looks like let's see here. So in addition to the rise, dining and shopping opportunities are open in the Nintendo World. Guess what option to purchase a power band, so it's not required. It's like Wizarding World or Harry Potter. You have the option to purchase a wand for the magic windows, or and just to keep, and you have the option to purchase a robe to dress like a wizard, stuff like that. Um, when you purchase a power band, you'll open up additional experiences throughout the land, including the mini games, interactive elements, will track your score, and a multi player experience. When you earn enough points. There's 6 designs here, and by the way, I'll be doing a full video on this later on, or this week, so, subscribe for that, and for also if you want the designs. Also, if you wanna see the designs but now, just click the link, and there's a Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Daisy, um, Mushroom, and an egg design here. Um, red, green, pink, orange, white, and green, of course. And the Power Trim bands will can work in conjunction with an app that you have to download on your mobile device. Now, this is that same kind of app that can also kind of work with keeping score if you bring your Nintendo Switch into the land as well. Let's see. The app is going to keep track of the score and other achievements earned playing the minigames and collecting keys or stamps throughout the interactive areas. The app will also display an interactive map of the land to help you locate achievements you have yet to earn, which is awesome. And according to some rumors, it sounds like you'll only be able to experience the multiplayer segment, which is a boss battle, after completing a certain number of tasks. So you have to unlock it, almost like a video game. You can see if you have to collect a certain number of digital keys, and when you have collect a certain number of keys, you can cooperate with other guests who also have keys to unlock additional gameplay opportunities, which is cool. And there's a picture of the app here in all Japanese, but it looks really, really awesome. And that's basically the gist of it. If you want the rest of the article, you can click on the link, and then you can also or wait for my video. You can subscribe to the channel and click on my video. That'll hopefully be out by the end of the week with that. But the Super Nintendo World technology looks awesome. Again, all pictures are in that Orlando Park Stop link. The app looks awesome too. I'm super excited for this land to open up next year in the Universal Studios Hollywood, even with just the Mario Kart. I love the interactive elements, how we're able to collect coins, and I don't, I haven't purchased a wand or a robe because I love Harry Potter, but I'm not really interested in purchasing like I think it's $50 for a wand and like 100 for a robe. So, but this one has so much more you can do. Purchasing a power, I will definitely purchase a power band for Nintendo World because they'll have so much more you can do. You can unlock games, you can play with multiple people, you can collect coins, and there'll be so many different achievements. It's like a souped up version of the Play Disney Parks app, which I admittedly don't use. But again, I'll be using this because it just seems a lot more interactive and it's with a familiar IP. It's with Mario Kart. Um, so comment below. Do you guys have a wand or a robe, or will you be purchasing a power band for Nintendo World? Or do video games not excite you, or does Nintendo World just not excite you at all, and will you be avoiding it like the plague? Or maybe just going in to ride Mario Kart, check it out, and then leave. Um, Although with Mario Kart, I'm sure Mario Kart will have some kind of achievement where people wearing the power bands can again do something in Mario Kart, interactive element within Mario Kart. Um, if you have the power up band to go ahead and again a lot more achievements, I'm sure a lot of me, especially with Hollywood, because Hollywood's only opening with that attraction and it's a little bit of a smaller space. So I'm sure that a lot of the achievements will be where you have to ride Mario Kart to do something to unlock something else. Um, so I'm super excited to find out really this summer in Japan how that works. Um, Hopefully everything goes okay with the coronavirus over there. By summer, it should be contained or a little bit less enough for it shouldn't hopefully shouldn't delay the opening of the land or the Summer Olympics. Um, but I'm super excited to see how it all works. And then when it comes here next year in Hollywood, I'll be purchasing my power up band, playing with my friends, and I think it'll be just like the music video, very fun. And moving on next to staying with Universal, Peacock Live. So I mentioned Peacock Live in the past couple of live streams, the past couple of weeks, but Peacock Live is basically a D23 style expo event, um, but different. It's over a weekend, just March 28th, 20, like D23, and it's having a whole bunch of events, but all these events are in the park, um, not like at a convention center. Yeah, and there's not really like it's all in one place. And you get it's $99 for one day, 199 for 2 days. It's just March 28th and March 29th. And there's VIP tickets and all that good stuff. And it's gonna combine a whole bunch of stuff, TV shows, because Peacock is the streaming service debuting later on this year for NBC Universal. So it's good like the cast of This Is Us will be there, Riverdale will be there, and all these great shows. But also they just announced or tweeted that the Parks and Resorts panel will be specifically on March 28th. And it says, come join the new Parks and Resorts panel March 28th to see the new universe or experiences coming to Universal Parks and Resorts over the next few years. And that's the part I'm most interested in part. So if you are going to Peacock Live, I'll be at Peacock Live March 20th for that Parks and Resorts panel. You get again after 12 p.m. access to Universal Studios Hollywood all the way till midnight. Um, so I guess that's when this event closes at midnight. Yeah, stops at midnight. There'll be a whole bunch of stuff. I'll put the link for all the other events. See Peacock Live. Yeah, link to the website so you can go um, and see all the other events happening at Peacock Live and see what interests you. And it's for all the events that are happening is actually pretty cheap. Peacock Live. It's only again $99, which is less than a 1 day ticket. Um, Looks like I can't put the link because um, it's too big. But let's see here. Let's try this one. Peacocklive.com. There we go. Sorry guys. Okay. So yes. So yeah. Definitely check out peacocklive.com for all the events there and that's happening. But yeah, I'm most interested, of course, in the Parks and the Resorts panel, and that is happening March 28th. So definitely go check that out. I'll be there. Go say hi. But there's so many cool events. Basically, again, a D23 Expo style event for Universal, and I hope this happens like every single year because especially Universal is adding new things to their parks every year. It seems like, or recently. So and that's expected to continue for the next several years, especially in Hollywood and Orlando with a brand new theme park coming. So Peacock Live will be something I'll definitely be going to every single year. Hopefully, again, I hope it's not like a biannual thing because Universal is adding so much stuff that I think it doesn't need to be. Also, they have so many new shows, and the streaming service will be ramping up. So I feel like they'll have a lot of new content to do annually instead of biannually like D23. So that should be super fun. Comment below if you're gonna go to Peacock Live, if you're interested in Peacock Live, or if you don't know what it was. I'd like to hear your thoughts on if you are planning on attending or not. And then lastly for today, we have the Magic Happens review. So I saw Magic Happens twice. I saw it at 3:30 and 6 on opening day, February 28th, and met up with some friends at 6 p.m. for the 6 p.m. showing. It's vastly different actually between daytime and nighttime. Um, if you want me to film a POV of it at night, um, let me know, and next time at the parks, I'll surely do that. Um, I have on my channel, if you haven't subscribed or haven't looked at it, I have the Magic Happens 4K um, POV, and I have the regular 1080p version on both on my channel. The 4K was just uploaded this morning. Looks fantastic. I love the theme song. I love the crazy looking costumes. That looks very kind of Art Deco-ish, um, very 50s to 70s style. And the Magic Happens theme song with Todrick Hall and um, the chorus is super catchy. I cannot get it out of my head. And the floats themselves, there's about 9 floats. There's Mickey, of course. All the floats are kind of steampunk looking. Mickey is definitely the most steampunk looking. He's a sorcerer. He's on his hat, and of course, because he's leading the way, he's moving the pixie dust and making the magic actually happen. So and that's awesome. That float is really cool, and at night, it shines with so many, like, I think 300 LED lights are on his hat. So again, it looks vastly different at night than during the day. Then the second float is Moana. My favorite portion of the parade is the first 3 floats here, the Mickey float, the Moana floats, and the Coco floats. Also, the music from the first 3 floats are, in my opinion, the best of the, songs, because they did a fantastic remix to How Far I'll Go. It kinda made like a more of like a hip hop pop remix of it. It's very interesting, and I happen to really like it, so I hope you like it as well. But the Moana floats huge, has a massive LED panel that, again, much better to see at night, looks much more impressive at night because it's a big LED panel simulating a wave, and then there's the manta ray, her grandma, and her spirit animal, manta ray form, above, and then Moana's um, sailing the open seas. So, and then behind Moana, you have Hey Hey and the tribal dancers, as well as Maui and his own float, satellite float, um, looking real cool and buff. It's Maui's debut at Disneyland. He has not been to the Disneyland Resort ever. Um, He was at Shanghai, but not at Disneyland. So it's nice to see Maui, a nice new character here at the resort. After that, we have the Coco Floats. Coco Floats beautiful. It's one of the biggest boats in the parade, and it's like massive. It's a whole like marigold bridge, bridge full of marigold flowers, kind of from the land of the living and land of the dead. And in the land of living, you have Coco singing "Remember Me," or actually, they're all singing "Remember Me," but you have Coco Miguel, sorry, singing "Remember Me" with his guitar, his sombrero, and then across the bridge, and then on the bridge of the between the land of living and land of the dead, you have Dante in his regular dog form, and then in his spirit animal form, which is really cool. And you also have the grandma in her spirit animal form, that big tiger bird thing. I forgot what it was called. Um, and if I try to pronounce it, I am gonna mess up, so I don't want to even try. But it's really really cool. That's actually behind the main Coca float. But you have two life-size animatronics of I completely forgot their names. Ah! And it's funny, I just watched Coco a couple weeks ago. But oh my gosh, the aunt and the uncle, I believe, um, on the two life-size animatronics of them singing "Remember Me." It's a beautiful float, also a beautiful movie. Definitely go check out Coco if you've never seen it before. Um, I hope with all these Coco presents in the parks, that Coco Dark Ride eventually comes to California Adventure, like the rumors are suggesting. And then again, and behind you have the grandma's spirit animal. Um, it's a pretty impressive. It's just a big puppet, but it's a five-person puppet, and the Coco and the spirit animal, and follows the Coco float behind. It follows behind the Coco float. After all that, you have, of course, Frozen, but there's a massive gap in or not really a massive gap. There's a pretty there's between all the floats in this parade. It seems like there's a pretty sizable gap. Um, Kind of creates like you can see in my Magic Happens video, almost like an awkward silent, not like a silence because there's music, but it's just like an awkward like dead space between most of the floats. There's nine floats. Uh, um, I don't know if that was just me, but it seemed like there was definitely like an awkward dead space in between most of the floats. And two spaces where that really happens between Coco and Frozen, between Frozen and then the Princess Grand Finale. Especially that one because there's like it gave Sven or not Sven, Kristoff time to drop his wheelbarrow and go interact with guests for like 2 minutes and then go back to his wheelbarrow and keep going. And the next boat still wasn't even close behind him. So big awkward space, a dead space between Frozen and the princesses. Uh, The frozen float itself is beautiful. Yep. The Knock, the spirit animal, the spirit horse, is leading the way. In his watery, elegant beauty. There's a whole bunch of beautiful trees, kind of blocking Anna and Elsa's view initially, but when the trees pass, Anna and Elsa are right behind there, right on North Mountain, and there's some snow spewing out of the mountain. Um, as always, she's making it snow and letting it go. So that's a beautiful float, and of course they have Into the Unknown and Let It Go as the two songs of the float. But and then there's Sven's on the back of the float looking out towards Kristoff, who has pushing his wheelbarrow and at times stopping and interacting with guests, asking where did Anna go? Sorry, where did Elsa? Oh no, where did Anna go? Um, and again, there's plenty of time to do that because there's a parade break after, and there's just such a big dead space. Even with the parade break, it's still a little bit too big for me. Um, between then the grand finale, and you have pairs of duos. You have Aladdin and Genie. Um, you have Pinocchio and a couple others before the Cinderella float comes, and you can see the Cinderella's transformation and the pumpkin to a beautiful carriage. Behind Cinderella is Tiana and Naveen as they grow from frogs to princess and prince as they travel along the parade route and they're waving and singing. Then behind that is the Aurora in the Sleeping Beauty of the fairy godmother, and what is the largest float of the parade, but it goes 30 feet tall and it's pretty big as well. Um, it's all gold, and they're all singing. This is when the main Magic Happens chorus comes back, and they're all the fairy godmothers, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, all just waving to the crowd, and they have the beautiful castle float behind, and that is the end of the parade. Um, Kind of an abrupt end, in my opinion, but maybe not. Maybe because I'm so used to Paint the Night as ending with the Disney characters, and this time the Disney characters are in the middle. Uh, the, not the middle, they're the first. Because after the Mickey float, we have Donald and the Chippendale and Minnie and Pluto, sorry, Goofy, um, all behind Mickey. So instead of them being the back, finishing off the parade, they're leading it. So I guess it makes sense if it kind of comes to like an abrupt end like that. But what do you guys think of the Magic Happens parade? I thought it was great. I saw it twice, like I said. It's nice to have a new parade at the Disneyland Resort. Still wishing Paint the Night would come back. And but this is a nice new daytime parade, and I guess daytime slash evening parade because it's 3:30 and 6 p.m. Until the time change. The time changes on Sunday, where it won't be so dark anymore at 6 p.m. So then it turns into more of an evening parade. But if you've seen Magic Happens, or if you've seen a video of Magic Happens either on my channel or someone else's channel, let me know what you thought. I'm curious, did you like Sensational better, or do you like Magic Happens better? Um, and do you want a nighttime parade back at California Adventure or Disneyland? Or even the Magic Kingdom? I know there's been rumors of that happening and then shutting down and coming back. So, um, and just comment below in general, what was your favorite parade at any Disney park? Could be overseas, could be Disney World, or could be at the Disneyland Resort. If you're watching again, please give this channel a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well for plenty of theme park content. We have Universal tomorrow. To do an update on the park there. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad POV is coming tomorrow as well. I'll do a full video on the Super Nintendo technology, the wearable wristbands, on either Thursday or Friday. And definitely gotta get to Six Flags. Thank you everyone for everyone who's watching the Six Flags video. No, that was kind of a breakout hit for me. It has over almost 400 views after starting up kind of slow. So thank you for watching that. I'll be back to Six Flags as soon as some construction happens or something changes. Um, but either way, I'll definitely try to be back there on Saturday. So subscribe for some Six Flags Magic Mountains updates. All in all, thank you for watching this live stream. Again, it's usually on a Wednesday, but since we're kind of busy tomorrow, I decided to space out the videos a little bit, but by making this one Tuesday. So definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you liked this live stream and if you want more constant theme park updates. And as always, have a fantastic day.